Alrighties, everyone. Let's get in our chairs. We'll start off with our nice neck mobility warm up. So have our feet touching together on the floor, and we're just going to stalemate, change it up. We'll just look over our shoulder. So just holding it there. Take a big deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can push your look a little bit further over your shoulder. Alright, and let's swap sides. So I'm going over my left shoulder now. Big deep breath in. See if you can get a little bit further on that breath out. And now let's get our chin towards our chest. A nice stretch there. You should just feel a gentle stretch down the back of your neck. We don't want to push that or anything. And if you get dizzy doing any of these things, just look straight ahead. And then from here, we're just going to look up towards the sky, making sure you're lengthening your neck, not sinking. So you want to lengthen up as high as it goes. That's it. And coming back towards the center. From here, we're going to tilt our head to the side, bring our arm up, pop our head in the nook of our elbow. And we're going to stretch down the side of our neck here. That's it. So you should get a nice upper trapezius stretch up through here. From here, we're going to turn our head to look to the floor. We're just rotating on the spot, looking down. A nice stronger stretch through our neck there. That's it. And let's swap sides. So we're going to bring our opposite arm up, pop our head into the nook of our elbow. We're going to stretch out our upper trapezius muscles through here. That's it. From here, we're going to turn to look at the floor. Get a nice stretch, a little deeper in our neck. That's it. And letting our hands relax by. I'm just going to tilt my camera so you can see me a little bit better. All right. So from here, let's start with some wrist warm up. So we're just going to circle our wrists around like so. Now, really important here, I want your elbows to stay in. So I don't want to see any of these. So elbows in, you're just moving your wrists. And I want you to make sure you're focusing on getting all of that mobility you possibly can. So you don't want to be doing little circles. We want to be circling the whole way around. And let's change direction. So going the opposite way. That's it. Perfect. Alrighty, hands by your side. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So our feet are still together, feet touching. We're sitting up nice and tall, chin back a little bit. We're just going to do some big open chest circles. So really, like I almost want you to feel like you're doing one of these, but I don't want you to move. So you're just getting really nice movement through those shoulders. Let's see, getting them up as high as you can, up towards your shoulder, your ears, squeezing your shoulder blades back together, getting them down and then up to the front. Big circles. 10 of these. I think we've done about 4 already with my fabulous counting skills. That's it. Just circling around. A big circle. And if you can't get the circle going, I just want you to focus on the squeeze back. And let's change directions. So we're going to reverse the circle. So coming backwards to come forwards. That's it. Perfect. Circling it out. That's it. We'll do 10 here. Wonderful. Looking good, everyone. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. That's it. Alrighties. Next one, we're going to do a bit of a scarecrow stretch. So you're going to have your arms up sort of like 90-90. And here, I'm just going to turn my back to you so you can see what I'm doing. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and then come back out. Can you see that? Squeezing your shoulder blades together, coming back out. So we're up here, not dropping our elbows. Our elbows stay at 90 degrees. And we're just drawing our shoulder blades back together. That's it. Drawing those shoulder blades back together. Perfect. So you should feel like you're kind of poking your chest out a little bit. You can get a nice stretch through here as well when you do this one. We'll do 2 more. And last one. And relax, shake it out. Alrighty, let's start with some ab work. So for those of you who want to do floor work, let's go onto lying on our backs. So we'll just wait for everything to get set up. So for those in the chair, just give those shoulders a nice relax. You can give them a little rub if you want. For people on the floor, this will be our progression today. So we're going to start lying down, and if you know any extra Pilates, you can add your own sort of work to this. This is just the basic stuff. We're going to start by lifting up, the hands up together, leg up in tabletop, coming down and alternating from there. And then the next one will be lift up, straighten out, come back, place your leg down. Lift up, straighten out, back, place your leg down. If you want to, you can do this in tabletop. So obviously the first one will be, you can have your hands up, coming down and down and up. And then from here, the second one will be just an extension. Like so. Alrighty. So that's for my floor people, and you'll run at the same time as my chair people. Okay. For my chair people, we are sitting on our chair. We're sitting nice and tall. You have your feet together and touching. We're going to draw our arms up as we lift one leg up off the floor and coming back down. We're coming up, coming back down. If this is too hard, you can just keep your hands down by your side and just go on left, lift your legs. If you're okay with that, you're going to draw up as you lift your leg up and come back down. That's it. So really important here, we're not rocking back to get that hip movement. You're getting that movement from tightening your core and lifting your leg through your quadricep muscle down front. So not like this. We're not seeing any of this. We're staying nice and tall, lifting, coming back down, lifting, coming back down. Alrighty, perfect. That's it. We'll do 5 more on each leg for both parties. That's it. Lifting, coming back down. Lifting, coming back down. Perfect. That's it. If you're in Sydney, I hope you're enjoying the little bit of humidity that's coming through like I am. That's it. Well done, everyone. Alrighty, next one. So for the floor people, you're progressing to your lift, straighten, bend, and lower. So you're coming, like this. So you're coming up, you're lifting your leg off the floor, you're straightening it out, bending it back in, coming back on the floor. Okay, for my chair people, we are going to be doing the same thing. If the arms are too hard, just leave them down. So we're coming lift, straighten, bend, and lower. Lift, straighten, bend, and lower. If this is too hard for you as well, you can just kick your leg out straight and come back in. So kicking your leg out straight, come back in. If you can, you're going to lift, hold it up, you're going to straighten your leg, you're going to bend your leg, come back in. So it's just up to what you can do. That's it. Looking good. Perfect. That's it. Now, if you want to make this a bit harder, either party, so whether you're on the floor or you're in the chair, I want you to lift it up over your leg. No, sorry, over your head, your arm up over your head, rather than holding it here. You're going to lift your opposite arm up over your head as you straighten your leg out, bend it back in, come back to the middle. Lifting your leg, you go arm over head, opposite arm, straighten your leg, bring it back in, lower down. So you'll lift your arm and your opposite leg at the same time. A little bit of pat your head, rub your tummy. That's it. Coming back down. So you should be feeling your tummy muscle switching on. If you're not feeling your tummy muscle switch on, it's most likely because you're leaning back like this to get the movement. So if that's the case, just straighten your leg rather than trying to lean back to get into it. So even if you can't feel your tummy muscles on, I promise they're on. They can't not be. Straighten, bend, forward. All right, I'm just going to shake it out. And our last one for everyone. So people on the floor, just come back into a crook line with your feet bent up, or if you want to come into tabletop, like this one, that's fine. We're just going to straighten the leg. You're going to do an ankle circle and come back down. Straighten the leg, ankle circle, and back down. That's it. Straighten the leg, ankle circle, and come back down. Perfect. As you probably know, this is one of my favorite balance exercises. That's it. Circle and back down. And now I want you to reverse the direction of the circle. So if you were drawing in, I now want you to draw out. That's it. And circling around, coming back down. That's it. Perfect. And coming back up. Alrighties. Let's have a break there. I'm going to run through the floor exercises. So people in the chair, just relax for a moment. So we're going to come into side lying. We're going to do 2 different sort of series. The first one we're going to do is called chalk circles. You're going to lie on your side. You're going to have your head under your arm under your head for comfort. And from here, you're going to circle your arm up over your head. You're going to make sure your hips stay stacked, facing towards the ceiling. So I don't want to see any of this. You want to open your pelvis up towards the sky. Your pelvis stays facing the front. And from here, you're going to open your chest as you circle around. Give yourself enough space. I obviously don't have enough space here. And then you're going to come down, sweep down by your leg, and come back to the middle. So that's one chalk circle. So the importance is placed on opening your rib cage. So after you've done 10 of these, on the same side, you're going to come into your clams. So you can either have your clam lying flat on the floor like so, and keeping your heels together and your pelvis facing forward. You're just going to open your top leg using your glute muscle. If that's too easy, you can lift your legs up, your feet up off the floor. So you're going to open like so. So that's 2. And then 3 is from here, whether you're on the ground or off the ground. You're going to open your clam, extend your leg, come back in, and come back down. So we're going to do 10 of each. So 10 chalk circles. Then we're going to do 10 clams either on the floor or with your feet up. And then we're going to do a clam with your open up, extend your leg, come back in, close your clam. So 10 of each, and then swap sides. Okay, for my chair people, we are doing similar things. If you have any questions, just give me a wave. That's it. We are going to be doing our bow and arrows. And I'm going to my computer screen so you can actually see me. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall. Our feet are together and touching. We're bringing our hands out in front, and we're going to pretend we're archers. And you're going to slide your right hand along your left arm as you open your chest up and look over your back shoulder. So I'm going to show you from the side so you can see what I'm doing. So you're going to slide your right hand along your left as you open your chest and look towards the back. So if you can see, my hips are facing forward, but my chest is opening up, and I'm coming back in. And then I'm going to alternate sides and go to the other side. That's it. If your arms get tired at the front, you can just do it as an open with your hand down by your side. You don't have to hold your arms up here if they're getting tired. If you want to make the exercise a bit harder, keep them out. That's it. So floor people going well, 10 chalk circles, 10 clams, and then 10 clam, kick out, come back in and down. That's it. And my chair people, we are shooting arrows. That's it. So a really big focus on opening up your chest and getting a nice rotation. This is really good at preventing shoulder pain or like sort of this position. So it's really nice to practice. It's something we don't often do, twisting, because we don't have to when we're at computers. That's it. Perfect. Twisting open. Make sure you're looking over that shoulder as you twist open. That's it. Wonderful. Okay. Chair people, let's have a stand up. My floor people, you can join us when you're done, but make sure you're swapping sides. Those chalk circles should be nice and slow, again, focusing on opening up your rib cage. So slow them all down and you're opening up. For my chair people, we're having a stand. Now, if you've got enough space, I need about a yoga mat's worth of space, from one side of this screen to the other. And what we're going to do, so this is the easiest level. So we're going to do a little squat and then a step to the side and then a squat and a step to the side and a squat and a step to the side. So just go as far as you can and then obviously go back the other way. If you want to make it a bit harder, we're going to squat. If you can, stay down, step to the side, and then you can come up. Squat, stay down, step to the side with your knees bent. If you want to do it at the hardest level, you do your squat walk all the way to the end of the mat. And then you can come up and down and squat walk to the side. So you want to keep your chest nice and open. And this one here, we're working our gluteal muscles. So we're working our glute max by having to squat and come up. We're working our glute med, which is the one that keeps our pelvis nice and stable, as we have to open our leg and squat open. That's it. So take your time. So this is level 1, where you step to the side, squat, come up. Then you can step again, squat, come up, take a step to the side, squat, come up. Or you can come down, step to the side, and come up. Squat down, step to the side. Or you can stay down the whole time. That's it. And once the floor people are done, you can join us with our squat walks. That's it. Or have a rest if you want. Well deserved, I'd say. That's it. I'm walking across and coming back down. Very good, everyone. That's it. Making sure we're keeping our chest up, so you don't want your chest looking at the floor. Pushing that bottom over your heels, so you're pushing your bottom back like you're sitting on a toilet as you squat and walk. That's it. All right, I think we're all about up to speed. Your glutes should be a bit sore, so shake it out for me. That's it. I'm just checking there's a few. Everyone else with us. Okay, so we're going to go into some glute stretches. So if you want to stretch it out on the floor, you know the drill, so lying on your back. If you want to sit on the chair, I've got to run you through that. So sit on the chair. That's it. And from here, we're going to cross our right ankle over our left knee, if possible. From here, you can either just apply a slight pressure to your right knee, or you can lean forward, whatever gives you the best stretch. So if this is enough for you and you get a stretch, stay there. If not, you can lean forward, you can rest. I just want to make sure that you're up nice and tall, so you're not sort of slouching over. You want to be hinging from the hips. And if you're on the floor, you can obviously either have your leg on the floor, like your left leg on the floor, right leg crossed over, or you can place your hands under your left thigh as you stretch up towards you. That's it. So you should be getting your stretch down your glute muscle down the back here, as well as down this band here called your iliotibial band, or ITB. So we're stretching it out. That's it. So you can hinge in half here. All right, and let's go ahead and swap legs. So I'm popping my right leg down, and then I'm popping my left ankle on my right knee, either applying a pressure to my right knee, sorry, my left knee, or I'm leaning forward from my hips. That's it. Looking good. So it should be a nice stretch sort of in your left butt cheek, coming down your outer left leg. Perfect. Alrighty. And if you're on the floor, come into sitting, and we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. So you can come have one leg out straight, one leg up bent like so. And you could be reaching for your toes. Now, if you're, only if you're on the floor, only if you're on the floor, not if you're in a chair. If you're in the chair, I want you to have one leg bent and you're going to reach for your toes. So have a look at me. Here we are. So you're going to have one leg bent, one leg straight, and you're going to reach for your toes. That should give you a nice stretch down the back of your leg, making sure that knee is straight. Once again, we're hinging from the hip here. So you don't want to be slouching back. You want to be bending from the hips, reaching for your toe. That's it. Perfect. And if you're on the floor, so your legs straight, you've got one leg bent up and you're reaching. Only if you're on the floor. That's it. Now let's go ahead and change legs. So we're going to swap our legs over. So bending one knee, straightening out the other. And you're going to reach for your toe. If you can grab it and get a calf stretch down the back. That's it. Perfect. Wonderful. Alrighty, let's come up into standing. Do some of our balance stuff. Okay, so you can have your chair next to you for balance. So hold on to. Alrighty, we'll start when everyone's ready. Looking good. So just having that there for balance. If it's got wheels, best not to have it next to you. Either have a table or something that's not going to fall on you. Now you can have both hands here, and we're just going to start with double leg heel raises. So you're going to have both feet on the ground, and you're just coming up on your toes. If you don't need the support, you don't have to use it. It's just there just in case. Make sure no one falls over. That's it. So we'll just do 10 double calf raises. That's it. And making sure, just going to this video on my feet. It's on my table. Just making sure you're not coming out onto the sides of your feet. That's not very safe. We want to just come up where you're focusing your weight through your first and second toe. So you're coming up on your toes and coming back down like so. So if you're coming out and you're doing this, just come up halfway where you can focus the weight. If you look at me here, just come up a little heel raise like so. And come back down. Okie dokie. Now we are going to go onto single calf raises if you can. If you can't, just continue doing your double calf raises. So you're going to be holding on. You can bend one leg. You don't have to bend as high as I am. I'm just going to continue. And coming up on your toes, going back down. We'll start with 5 and see if we can do more than that. So once you've done 5, then swap over to your other foot. That's it. So same rule, if you're rolling out on the side of your foot, just come up as high as you can without rolling out on your feet. So you want your weight to be going through your first and second toes, sort of more like where your toes meet your foot. Yeah. And shake it out once you're done. Now we might just do 3 more on each side. See if you can squeeze them in. 3 on the left, and 3 on the right. This is my favorite exercise for falls prevention. So this is something I'm going to be doing as when I get the more I get older. Alrighty, let's stretch it out. So we're going to come into a calf stretch. So I like to put my forearms on my chair for support. I'm going to put my right foot back, left foot in front, bending the front knee, keeping the back knee straight. Then you're keeping your heel down on the floor. You should get a really nice big stretch down the back of your leg there. That's it. Stretching it out. Perfect. And let's bring that foot up to the other one and swap them over. So I'm stepping my left foot back, right foot forward, keeping my left knee straight, right knee bent. Leaning into that stretch. Get a nice calf stretch down the back here. There. That's it. And then we might grab our towel and do some calf work there as well. So if everyone wants to grab their towel, we'll roll it up into a little cylinder and pop it on the floor. That's it, like so. Now for those of you who are new, I will explain it, but if you want to step into it, if you know what you're doing. So I'm going to come from the far left hand side of my towel and pop my right foot on. And from here, I'm just going to start with a step forward and a step back. You should get a nice stretch up through your calf there. Step forward, step back. I'm just going to bring the camera up. And then from here, We're going to sweep our arms up as we step forward, keeping our back heel down and coming back down. And stepping forward, sweeping those arms up beside your ears and coming back down. Get a really nice holistic body stretch. That's it. Up we go. And coming back down. And up. And back down. We'll do 3 more and then we'll swap legs. Sweeping up. Coming back down. Sweeping up. Down. I think I've forgotten how to count. I'm going to call this last one. And swap sides. So for the other side, I'm going to put my left foot on the far right-hand side of my towel. And from here, I'll just start with a step forward, step back at my bearings. That's it. And when you're ready, we'll add our arm sweep in. So you're sweeping your arms up beside your ears, opening up your chest, sweeping back down. Sweeping up, opening the chest, going back down. That's it. Up we come and go back down. That's it. So we should be getting a nice calf stretch. That's the main thing we'll get here. And then you'll just get a general thoracic, like where your rib cage is, or spine, your rib cage is, stretch. That's it. Sweeping up, coming back down. We'll do 5 more on this side. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Alrighty, shake those feet out. Now we'll grab our chair again. For those of you who want to go on the floor, you can do exactly the same exercises lying on your back. Up to you. So we're going to come into sitting with our towel between our knees. If you want to do this more advanced on the floor, you can bring your legs up into tabletop as you do this. So we're going to start just with our knee squeezes. So our feet are together and touching. And we're going to squeeze our knees together, hold for 5 seconds, and relax. Make sure you're relaxing. If you feel like you're going to get a cramp, just take your towel out and then put it back. There's nothing worse than getting an inner thigh cramp. We're going to squeeze, hold for 5 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. We're going to do 5 of these. So we're 2 down, squeeze, hold together, and relax. So obviously on the floor, it's the same thing. If you want, you can bring your legs up into tabletop. So floating your feet off the floor, squeeze, and relax. And our last one for this series, squeeze, and relax. So the next one we're going to do, a little step up. It's very similar to our abdominal exercises, but just a little bit different. We add our squeeze in. So you're going to squeeze together. You're going to lift your leg up and bring your knee down, and then you're going to unsqueeze. So squeeze, lift your leg up, bring it back down, unsqueeze. Obviously on the floor, it's the same thing. You're squeezing, extending one leg, coming back in, popping your feet back on the floor, and then squeeze, unsqueeze. So squeeze, hold, lift your leg up, bend your leg, relax. Squeeze, lift your leg up, bend your knee, and relax. So we're just going to do 10 on each side. Bring back in and relax. Squeeze, extend your leg, coming back in, relax. Squeeze, extend your leg. If you're going to get a cramp or you're feeling like it's not going very well, just take the towel out. That's it. If not, continue what you're doing. Looking very good, everyone. Squeeze, bend your leg, back in, relax. That's it. Relax. Squeeze. Extend your leg. Back in. Relax. And we'll even it out on either side. And make sure you've done the same on your left as you have on your right. And then we'll come back up into standing. Okey-dokey. From here, I want you to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. We're just going to stretch out our adductors, which are our inner thighs here. Just going to bend one knee. Now, if you're more flexible, you can come down into a lean. If that's not possible, just come into a standing like side squat. But if you want, you can come down onto one leg and you're just going to lean one side. So you want one leg straight, so you get that nice inner thigh stretch. You can lean on a chair if you want this one to add a bit more balance. So lots of options with this one. So you just want to be getting an inner thigh stretch on the straight leg. All right, let's swap over. So you swap, this leg's going to be straight. You're going to bend the opposite leg. You're going to come down. The more you sink into your bent leg, the longer that stretch will be. So you want to keep, like, if you look at me here, I'm going to move my pelvis away from my heel. So I'm sort of stretching, elongating, getting a nice stretch on the inner thigh. That's it. Let's go the other side again. Rocking back, so you're pushing your pelvis away from your heel and you're sticking your butt out to the back corner. That's it. So you kind of want to be, if you look at me, I'm folding my bottom all the way back, getting a stretch, kind of like squat. And swap sides. That's it. Very good. All right, let's shake it out there. And we're going to come and do some roll downs. So let me just bring my camera up a little bit. If you already know what you're doing, go for it. So we're going to be standing at the back of our mat. We're folding our chin down to our chest, rolling our shoulders forward, and we're going to peel down one vertebrae at a time, rolling down towards your toes. Sliding down, you can hang out at the bottom, get a bit of a stretch down the back of your legs. From here, you're tucking your pelvis and rebuilding your spine as you come back up into standing tall. So from here, tucking your chin, rolling your shoulders, rolling one vertebrae down at a time from your spine. That's it, and you're bending in half as you come down towards the floor. And then from here, you're rebuilding your spine. So tuck your bottom under, and you're coming up one vertebrae at a time into standing. And we'll go again. If you're getting dizzy, take your time or just stop at the top. So we're going to roll down. Shoulders roll in. Coming down towards the floor. Hang out here, get a hamstring stretch. Then you're rebuilding that pelvis. Using your core to come up, using those glutes, keeping your chin tucked. And we'll do one last one. Down towards the floor. Then we're reversing and coming back up, standing up nice and tall. Perfect. And we'll just finish up, bring your chair in. I'm going to do some breathing to finish up. It's always a nice way to end anything, really. And start. Always want to be breathing. Okay, so we're going to be sitting on our chairs. If you want, you can sit on the floor cross-legged, whatever's more comfortable for you. So we're sitting with our sit bones sitting right into the chair, up nice and tall. You can close your eyes here if you want. I want you, if you can, to place your hands on your rib cage, just on the outside here. And we're going to go for 3 nice deep breaths, focusing when you inhale to push your hands out from your ribs. So you're coming into an inhale and then exhale. So really important here that you're not doing our shoulder breathing like this, because that's not getting that oxygen down to your lungs. We really want to focus on sending that oxygen down to the base of our lungs, opening them up. So once you've done 3 deep breaths, take a break. We'll just come into sitting. Just close your eyes there. Just relax a little bit. Catch your breath. When you do too many deep breaths, you can get a bit dizzy, so it's nice to take them in turn. And when you're ready, you're feeling good, we'll pop our hands back on our rib cage. I'm going to do 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And last one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And that's us. Too good. Thanks so much.